Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of my Minecraft survival series. I'm just flying around and wondering, does my world look any different today? I mean, other than the fact that obviously there's my giant base here now. No, I don't think it really looks any different. But it is different. It's on a Realm server. That's right, I have finally moved my world onto a Realm server. And that means that now I am ready to host tours. If you are interested in coming on a tour of my single-player world on Realms, please let me know down in the comments and I will arrange a time with you. So since the last episode where I built the honey farm down there, I have been working on this top platform. This, of course, connects up to the main level of the base. We do have a problem with cats spawning in the base because of the iron farm, but that's okay. I have no problem with the base housing some stray cats. So I have built this platform. As with all the other platforms, I'm going to notch a stone right in here that will define what this level is. For example, I call that level the emerald level. There's the redstone level, the iron level, and then the diamond level below it. I'm not sure what block to use to signify this platform. If you have any ideas, please leave them down in the comments for me. I'd appreciate it. So on today's episode, I am going to build a slime farm. If you've been watching my series, you probably know that I've had this slime chunk marked out with slime blocks. And so I'm going to build a slime farm down below my base. So this will be the spawn chunk. I will set up the collection platforms around it, and then we will have it run into a storage system, which will be located over here in this area. So over in this area, of course, is the storage from my bee farm. Oh man, as you can see, we're collecting quite a few bottles of honey already. Oh, and I've got over 2 stacks of honeycomb. And for those of you who didn't see my last episode, I just wanted to come in here and check on the bees. Oops, one of them has gotten out. Okay, well, it's nighttime, so it should be okay to break this and try to let him back in there. That's unfortunate, though, that he got out. Let's see if he goes back in. There he goes. All right, so seal this back up. Not sure why he glitched out of there or how he was able to get out of there, but then again, I did just move my world to a server, so maybe that's it. There is a lightning storm going on, and unfortunately, I'm not ready for it. However, I do have some good news. I just got a trident. This is my first trident in the whole game. But as you can see, it is pretty weak and it doesn't have any enchantments. So the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is enchant it and get ready for the next lightning storm so that I can get some charged creeper heads. So I did manage to find an Impaling 5 book in my stash over at my starter house. And I do have the ability to go over there to my villager trading hall and buy some books. A couple of books anyway, that would help me enchant my trident. But I'm wondering if it's worth a trip back to my old spawn island in order to see if we have any books left over there from my old fish farm. Here's another problem, is that every time I come out of this, I am facing the wrong direction. It doesn't make sense. Oh, I'm facing north, that's what it is. And that's east. So when I go through here, I have to literally face west in order to come out facing the right way. So that's another maintenance item that I may take care of today, is fixing my connecting nether portal. So here we are back at my very old survival base. Doesn't look like I have any books left in the old fish farm. In fact, I could probably take this down. In fact, I could probably take this whole room down since I haven't used this in forever. And I could probably transform this island into something nice. Still plenty of cobblestone here, that's good. I wonder if I have any books left here. Let's see. Oh, whole bunch. Riptide 3. There we go. I'll have to look up and see what Riptide is. See if that's the one that I want on my trident. Of course, I don't think this is the only trident I'll get. Oh, Loyalty 3. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, actually, that's the max. So Riptide 3, Loyalty 3. So Riptide actually is the one that kind of propels you through the air. I'm not sure if that's the one I want or if I want channeling. Seems like those are all the books that I left here. And that's a darn shame. But I'm glad we came and checked anyway. Look at this. I've got three enchantments I can put on my trident already. And I've got plenty of emeralds to spend because I've been up here trading my melons and pumpkins with these guys. Just melons and pumpkins. And I got all of those emeralds. I'm even having to combine them into blocks. Alright, so let's see what I can get for my trident. So a mending book, of course. And an unbreaking book. Unbreaking 3. Cost me just 9 emeralds. Do we have channeling anywhere? Let's see if we have a channeling. Anybody carrying a channeling spell? It doesn't look like I have channeling. Alright, so after looking at the wiki, it looks like I'm fine basically with Riptide. So I am going to start combining these. The problem with getting these ones that have like combos from the fish farm is that they're going to be a little bit more expensive to combo. And of course, yeah, alright, so just by switching the books on the enchanting, on the anvil here, I managed to figure out a way to make it a whole level cheaper. I'm sorry, what did that get me? Oh my gosh, I just lost Riptide. Okay, that was not good. Alright, so if we combine mending and unbreaking, I think if we put mending second, yeah, then it's less. And then we want to combine that with impaling. Wow, adding impaling to anything is going to be 11. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, so do I get them all? Alright, it's going to be 14 to combine them all, and I still don't get Riptide. Anyway, now I'm ready to combine these with my trident. 25. Wow. Alright. Now I've got my trident. Aha. So, it's always important to read the wiki before doing your enchantments because, as you can see here, sorry, I'm pointing at the wrong thing. Riptide 3 is incompatible with loyalty. You can't have loyalty and Riptide on her at the same time? That is strange. Well, anyway, I have a Riptide 3 book back. Maybe I'll get another trident someday and I'll be able to combine those together. I decided it was really dumb for me to go and leave all those enchanting books over there in my old base. So I've gone ahead and brought them over here. That way I can look in here and see if I've got a book before I buy it from one of these guys. The truth is that this trident actually isn't going to be very useful until we take down an ocean monument. So I'm just going to tuck that away there for safekeeping until much later in my series. All right, now back to the task at hand here. It's time to slab this place up. Alright guys, and the job is all done. I've got this whole level built, I've got it all slabbed, and it is completely spawn proof. I also added the lower portions of the struts. The struts, of course, are what are going to be the support structures for the main body of the tower above me. This is just the starting point. It's really just about marking them out so that I can build them in a later video. Alright. Now it's time to go into the Nether and do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to get some magma blocks, and I'm not coming back until I do. Oh yeah, and I switched the direction of my Nether portal now, so I can come in from this side, and I can go right out on this side very smoothly. I'm probably going to have to extend the platform on the Nether side a little bit. I think that'll make things a little bit nicer. Alright, it's time to start looking for some magma blocks. You tend to have to go kind of low in the area, close to the lava. So I'm going to get myself a potion of fire resistance and put it in my hotbar just in case I fall in. Alright, I found a nice little area with some gravel that I can take as well. Oh, there's some magma blocks over there. Alright, so, little secret, if you hold shift while you're walking on magma blocks, you don't take any damage. Of course, as soon as you release shift, you start taking damage. Alright, looks like we're almost there. We've already got more than a stack of magma blocks. Alright, I've got plenty of magma blocks, well over 2 stacks. That should be more than enough for my needs in creating this, and I've also decided to pick up some of this gravel in the area. Alright, I've had enough thrills for one day. We are going to head back and start our slime farm. Alright, my friends, I'm going to dig over in this corner, and I'm going to dig to a certain coordinate, and I'm going to dig out the base of... Oh, that's helpful. I'm going to dig out the entire slime chunk, or what I perceive to be a slime chunk. We're actually going to have to test it to find out if it really is a slime chunk. Alright, so allegedly that is one corner of the slime chunk. I'm going to go ahead and set up a little granite block as a marker for that edge. And I'm going to dig out the rest of this. And then we're going to move some feet away. And we're going to see if a slime spawns in this area. Okay, so I've dug out the entire chunk, and I've left the grid guides on just so you guys can see the chunk. And now we're going to move outside of the room, and we're going to wait and see if a slime spawns here. Alright, look what I spy with my little eye. Yes, indeed, there are slimes spawning in this chunk. Alright, I think we're all good to go ahead and proceed to build the rest of the slime farm. So, my next problem is logistics. We are actually so close to where I actually want to put the storage. There's going to be a column right here. And then I actually wanted the storage to start going right here. Huh. Alright, so it's right there. If we were to do, we could do the rails like all the way back to here. So the rails would have to be 1, 2, 3 off the chunk. So that's how wide they would have to go. Oh my gosh, it's almost like it works out. So if this was the rails, and I love the fact that I can just dig this like this quickly. So if the rails were to go to right here, I think they'd actually have to go a little bit beyond. So yeah, this is where the magma is going to go. Right there. Huh. There's no room for the pickup station, but we could do the pickup station down here at the far end, and then we could port the items over here to the storage. It's so close, but I think it's going to work. Okay, now that I got the dimensions of my room laid out, including the track area off to the side here, and this little niche where the iron golems are going to go all the way up, it's time to start tearing my way all the way up to past Y40. I think up to about Y43, because they do spawn on Y40, so I think we can go up that far. We'll see when we get to the top. Oh yes, there is a chance we're going to find diamonds and gold while we're doing this. Oh yes. So with scaffolding, I have managed to erect a temporary platform about 5 levels up, and that's going to give me the ability to dig upward several more Y levels. This is actually pretty, like the coolest use of scaffolding I've come up with so far. So now I'm free to just go along here and rip upward without fear of falling. The only problem with leaving a platform full of scaffolding in here is that there are slimes spawned on it when you come back. Okay, nearly finished. I didn't dig it up to 40. I think I said that in a previous clip. I'm only going to dig it up to 33, Y33 at the top there. I took the liberty of re-watching an old video by Ilmango, who originally designed this slime farm, and he said to use just the bottom two sub-chunks to spawn slimes. He said that it would be a lot easier that way. By sub-chunks, of course, we're referring to everything below this horizontal blue line here. As you can see, I'm inside the chunk here, and there's a sub-chunk there, and there's another one about 16 blocks down. So I'm only going to do this much in digging. And back here, of course, is the little niche where the iron golems need to go. However, I don't believe that I have given them enough space to stand. So I think what I'm going to do is dig out this and this on both sides. And then I'm going to dig one further back. And hopefully that'll make it easier to both spawn the golems when I build them, and it'll give them enough room so that they're not dying immediately. I'd say in total, using the beacons, it took me probably about 6 hours to do this. It probably would have taken me less time if I wasn't so insistent upon patching up the walls and digging out all these little patches of diorite and granite and making sure that the walls are all one smooth color, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, what can I say? I'll have to say that tearing down your scaffolding is pretty satisfying. Alright, now it's time to lay down the powered rails. I have as many as I need here. I thought it was supposed to work by... There we go. Alright, so that's how we'll place this end, of course. Put another one over here. Do the curve here, and then do another one there, and that should keep us from having that problem. Every once in a while, of course, we're going to need to put in a piece of redstone, a block of redstone, rather, so that we can power these rails, like so. It's probably quite a bit smarter to get the redstone in there so that I could power these before I lay them down. And we're going to need more redstone, probably like here in the middle. And then more over here, of course. What I should probably go ahead and do is dig out a 3x3x3 room over here. Actually, I'm going to need a little bit more. I can't go too deep though, because if I remember correctly, there is a lava lake somewhere behind this wall, and I'm very hopeful that I don't hit it. I think I'm going to go ahead and make it about 6 back, so one more after that. And again, hopefully I'll be safe. That kind of scared me. That flash of hitting the redstone. Kind of thought that that was going to be a close encounter with some lava. I stepped out for just a minute, and now the place is full of slimes. I think we're really onto something here. We're going to have a very successful slime farm. Now, with me already having so many slime blocks in stock, you may be asking yourself, why do you need a slime farm? Well, I have big plans. Alright, so now I'm building the minecart hopper unloading stations. Because I've got a redstone blocks right here charging all the powered rails. I went ahead and used a non-powered rail here, and then we're putting another powered rail here so that we can determine whether or not these are getting the proper charge. I have a couple comparators come out of each one of these, and then I'm actually going to use iron blocks to set up the rest, because why not? And it looks like I dug just enough spots here, just enough spaces. I'm not quite sure how I did that because I wasn't really counting. Oh, and we need a couple of repeaters here, and then we're ready to put that back together like that. All right, so that's going to keep that rail powered until the minecart comes up here that is dispensing items into here. Once this gets a charge, it's going to charge this block, turn off this redstone torch and this repeater and this rail so that the cart can sit there until it's unloaded. All right, now I just need to build another one over here. All right, now it's time to do 2 more on this side. All right, and there's the whole unloading system in, and we've got a line of hoppers running all the way over here so that we can take this line and deliver it over to the sorting system, which will be over here. We are going to have to figure out a way to go around or perhaps underneath this this spot where the golems are standing. Now it's time to see if I brought enough magma blocks back from the Nether. Alright, that's got that side. Let's see if we have enough to get this other side. Probably, it's looking that way. Yep, and 35 to spare. Nice. So the scaffolding is proving helpful again in letting me get on top of the magma blocks without any problems. So now I'm going to try to put my first iron golem in place. I believe the formula, something like this. And then I need to put a carved pumpkin head on top of it. Come on, jump in there. I have to try to, there he goes, he's in the spot finally. All right, good, that's the first one in place, and now we just need to have, I believe, 3 more on each side going all the way up. And here I am putting in the last iron golem, and I'm going to tell you folks, I've built one of these slime forms before, maybe like a year ago, and I don't remember it being this easy to create iron golems. Now, as you can see, he's having a little problem here, but then he gets out of it after a second. In years past, what I remember is having all kind of issues, having to spawn the golem on top of the cage, and then having all kinds of collision issues. But that's it. We've got 5 iron golems on each side, and now we are ready to start adding the platforms here in the center. First things first, though, we got to make this area between the platforms unspawnable. That way we don't get any spiders spawning below the lowest platform and lowering our slime spawning rates. Now I'm putting in the first level, lighting it as I go to make sure that we don't get other kind of spawns. Let's see, that's where another torch should go. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's where another torch should go. It's a little harder when you're using these cheap slabs to try to figure out where the torches go, but it's just too easy to make these, so. All right, I'm lighting up my last level here. I don't think I have the doubts anymore about slimes being able to spawn and get over to the golems on this level. We'll check it out. All right, my friends, the time has come to get this party started by putting the hopper minecarts on the track. And then getting out of here and letting this farm do its business. The only way for me to get out of here right now is to bamf out with a couple of ender pearls. So I've just logged back into the server and I've noticed a problem with my design. So I'm going to guess that it's possible for the slimes from this platform to jump onto the top of those rails. It looks like the iron goblin probably killed that one. Let's see if we're having the same problem over here. I don't see any issues over there. So it looks like we're going to need some more rails, and we're going to need to basically follow Ilmango's design a little bit more closely. All right, now that we got the iron golem cages fixed, we can get on with building the storage system. So here's what I've come up with on the storage unit. These are actually going to be full slime blocks, because I'm going to have to take the line that comes from the cart unloader back there, and I'm going to have to run it all the way around behind where the golems are, and I'm going to need at least this much room, I think, in order to run the line. These two double, there's going to be two double columns of chests, of double chests here. And then we're going to have another one here, and I'm not really sure what to do with this one, but we'll probably frame it and have it be related. I think what I might do is if I do like overflow with honeycomb, I might turn this into honeycomb block storage. That way we can do mass storage of honeycomb. And then I might make these the honey blocks, and then the slime will be over here. And I think that that's, in my mind, that's appropriate. Ah, geez. I was just digging, and I just only came down this far, and I've already run into lava. There's lava right behind that block there, so I hope that the line is here somewhere. There it is. That's it, right? Yes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tear this out. Holy cow, this is already full of slime balls. Oh, man. Slime farm is working great. All right, we got to get this line in here, and we've got to get a dispenser in here to shoot the balls upward, and then we can have them filter it down here with water streams and have them go into these chests here. So I've dug out a little niche for me to do the redstone in. I've got the hoppers. I went ahead and buried the cave over here, and I've got the hoppers going into the dispenser. It's already filling up with slime balls. I'm going to have to empty those out in order to reset the dispenser and get it to go. And then we're going to have the dispenser shoot through a piece of soul sand up into a water column that goes up there and across. So now I'm just finishing up this. We've got, oh, that's not supposed to be a repeater. That's supposed to be a comparator. Where's my comparators? There they are. So comparator going into there. Oh, and that needs to be set to subtract mode. So that is now powering these two pieces of redstone. It's going to power this block. And then we need another piece of redstone there and a repeater. All right, there we go. And it's working. It is shooting everything back out. Of course, we can't have it shooting back into this hopper, so I'm going to cover that up. So I was thinking we need a sorting system up here, but then why? I mean, all that we're going to have coming through here are slime balls, and we have 4 chests to go through. So all we need is a water stream to go right up there across the top of those, and they will fill up these chests from left to right. All right, so we're back here. Down there is the dropper. It's underneath a block, and the slime balls are still shooting up, and they're giving us plenty of slime balls coming through. That's awesome. All right, so now I need a bunch of packed ice. All right, I've dug out the niche for the other 2 storage chests. The hoppers are going to feed into the chests there. These are feeding into these. I will have another column of chests right here where I'm standing, and I've got packed ice going around the corner here, so it's gotten a little slippery, but it's time to go ahead and start putting in the water column. And I've got some kelp that I went out and got just to help me turn all of these into source blocks. So it floats that way, and it also goes down. And now I'm going to go down and do kelp blocks, turn all those into sources. And now that all those are sources, I can, let me get ready here. I need to put a soul sand in my hand and go down there, and I can take out all of these and this block. And when I put the soul sand here, it should shoot me right back up. There we go. All right, so now that'll shoot all of the slime balls up there, and we just need to continue the water streams down this way. Oh, what? That's just stupid. All right. Oh my goodness, I lost 100 levels of XP. Otherwise, not much of a setback. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe we just let that line go ahead and come to here. And we have the slab here. No, we have the slab here. Yeah. Okay, this is making sense now. And then we need to have another water stream going this way. All right, so I think we're about ready to build the rest of the chests here and close this up. And after a little bit of tweaking and putting some jack-o'-lanterns in the walls here to give this area a nice healthy glow, we now have our storage complete for slime balls and slime. This is all the slime that has come in from our slime farm while I've been doing this. Here's a little bit more, in fact. This is all ready to collect all the slime balls from the farm. I've moved honey blocks over here, of course, and then I have all of the honey items here. And in future episodes, I'm going to be ready to build giant doors that move with both honey blocks and slime blocks. I can't wait to get started on that next project. I hope you guys will join me for it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe. Be sure and leave me a like. I'm also looking for any feedback that you have, guys. And remember, I'm doing this now on a Realm server, so if you'd like a server tour, please hit me up down in the comments below. Have a great day, and goodbye.